Welcome to the Volume Profile Futures Bootcamp. My name is Diego Melcher, also known as Melch Trades, and I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I use the volume profile in my day-to-day trading on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. This is specifically going to be for day traders, specifically for people who are trading prop firms, looking to find a better strategy or find a better edge in the market when trying to pass evaluations and also getting payouts. Volume profile is the most important thing in all of my playbooks, and I was able to pass 5 lucid 50K evaluations in the past 30 days using volume profile. What is this futures volume profile series going to cover? First things first, context and bias. Context and bias is the most important thing. You can have a strategy, you can have a setup, but if the context and bias is not aligned with that, it's going to fail 99% of the time. So exactly how I use volume profile to get my daily bias and my daily context for my setups. Next is going to be accurate level mapping. Now you may use volume profile already, but I want to make sure you're getting the correct daily levels, the correct weekly levels, and the correct monthly levels, the exact same levels that I use every single day, making sure you're tagging them correctly, you're mapping them out correctly so they actually hold, value in and help you with your trading instead of plotting the wrong levels, because that will cause you to lose more trades and cause more confusion. Next, we're gonna have some in-session implementation. So first of all, I'm gonna show y'all guys exactly how I plan out my day, how I get my daily bias, how I make my daily plan for the pre-market analysis, getting those daily volume levels, getting those weekly volume levels, and then exactly what I'm looking for when market opens, what trades I'm looking to take, what playbooks do I use based around these volume profile levels on NQ and on ES. Now, volume profile does work and does apply to Bitcoin. It does apply to gold. But guys, I trade NQ and ES day in and day out. Oh, I don't trade gold. So if you trade gold, you can still definitely implement this in your gold trading. But my examples are going to be on NQ and ES. So if you trade these two assets, this is specifically for you. But once again, if you trade gold, the same ideology applies to gold trading, but obviously with the personality of gold. I don't know the personality of gold, so I'm not gonna give y'all gold examples here in this video or in this series at all. After we go over implementation, execution, I'm gonna go over pro tips and I'm gonna go over my overall playbook when using the volume profile to day trade NQ and ES. This is the introduction video of the series, so I'm gonna explain who I am and where I come from. Now, from the ages of 17 to 20, I was crypto trading. I was with a specific trading group. They were really good. They were really professional. They taught me all the technical analysis foundations like support and resistance, supply and demand, Fibonacci, how to use specific indicators, specific playbooks. I had really good mentors coming into the space. However, I struggled with poor risk management and also a get-rich-quick mindset. I was still in high school when I found crypto trading, so I was really just trying to get rich overnight. I was over leveraging. I was risking my entire account, my live account, my bank account. Everything I was making from my job at the time was basically just going down the drain. I did learn the technicals and it did stick with me throughout the years. But the execution and the trading part of things, actually going through quality setups and managing risk, I was not good at doing this. I was just immature. And that was my first glimpse of trading my first few years. From ages 20 to 21, I discovered ICT, Forex, and futures. I started off with Forex. I was up and down, not really consistent, and I was still a bit immature in my opinion. Still trying to get out of my situation, trying to change my situation as fast as possible because I did not have that much money at the time. I was broke. I was tired of my job and things of that nature. And that's what it was from ages 17 to 20 as well, where I was just trying to escape and just rush the process. So from ages 20 to 21, I was not profitable. However, this year I still was able to learn ICT. I was still able to learn market structure and basically everything ICT has to teach. I was able to get that knowledge combining with what I learned with crypto, with the basic technicals. And up until that, I had a decent, solid, strong understanding of how the market worked, but I just didn't have the discipline or the maturity at that time. Fast forward to the present future, about to be 23 years old. I found NASDAQ, I found S&P 500 futures, and I'm completely mastering it, doing it day in and day out, 100% committed to NQ and ES futures market. I have a really, really great mentoring team. I was able to master volume profile and adopted a systematic approach, also with just a more mature mindset now, because I'm doing a lot better financially and have a lot more things going on, to where I'm not trying to get rich quick. I'm not trying to rush the process. So I was able to master volume profile, get my own playbooks, develop my own setups, and then now I'm able to consistently pass prop firm evaluations. Even if I don't get the payout, if I have an emotional error, emotional mistake, I'm still able to get back to the funded stage less than a week consistently. So I'm not blowing evals as much as I used to. And I'm just getting a lot more consistent, getting better day in and day out as we speak. So now, who is this masterclass for? First of all, it's specifically for NASDAQ and S&P 500 traders, specifically those trading during the New York session. I'm someone who likes structure and a healthy daily routine, and I like to go to bed at a decent time and wake up early to trade the New York session. I don't trade London session. I don't trade Asian session. I just look at New York session. Now that has allowed me to basically master New York session. It is volatile. It can be choppy. It can be crazy. But I've learned how to master and get a feel for the personality of the New York session. So if you also trade New York session, this is for you. Next, this is for prop firm traders, people who are focused on passing evaluations and securing funded capital, getting funded accounts and getting payouts, right? That is the goal of being a prop firm trader. So I am on the same journey. I trade prop firms. I do not trade live accounts. So I'm able to share my tips and tricks on how I manage risk, how I take a prop firm structured approach to my strategy. And yeah, if you're trading prop firms, this is definitely for you. I want to help you blow less evaluations, pass more evaluations, and ultimately get your first few payouts and scale from there. Next, this is for traders seeking clarity, specifically around the volume profile. If you're looking to integrate volume profile without overcomplicating it into your chart or into your trading routine or your strategy, this is for you. I like to take a simple, clean approach to the volume profile. I don't like to, put a bunch of things on my screen and distract me and give me analysis by paralysis. I'm using the volume profile, but that does not mean I'm compromising clarity. I like to have a clean chart during my execution, during my New York session. So I'm going to show y'all guys exactly how I do that. This is also for all experience levels, right? Like I said, guys, I've been trading for 4 to 5 years, but it took me up until, this past year to really master volume profile. So whether you're a beginner, whether you've been trading for a few years, this is for everybody. This is designed for anybody to take value from, where you can apply it to your edge, or if you're looking to build your own strategy or potentially adopt my strategy, I know you can get something very valuable from this series. Now, what does my specific volume profile approach give you? First of all, a one and done execution. Typically, for the most part, I can catch a high probability move early into the session. I take my profit, and then I'm able to step away from the screen. So if you're someone who wants the idea of one and done, who likes the idea of one and done, this is for you. You don't have to trade every session. You don't have to trade 5 times during New York session. I have found with my playbooks that the highest win rate, I just do the best week on week, month on month, when I'm just banging out that first trade of the day, catching the move of the day, and then just walking away, locking in my profits. Guys, I pass the most evaluations, 1 trade a day. I've gotten the most profit on funded accounts, trading 1 trade a day. So for some of y'all guys, it might sound scary. For some of you guys, it might be nerve-wracking, like, oh my gosh, he just said 1 trade a day. That used to be me. I used to be like, no, I'm not trading 1 time a day. No, I don't care. I can make it work. Guys, my best days, my best weeks, passing the most evaluations, getting the most profit days while funded, are just one and done execution, guys. You can catch your setup. You can do your, journaling. You can do your post-market analysis and reflection. Go to your job after. Work on another business after. You don't have to be glued to the charts. Even do back testing after that. So with my specific playbooks, it's a one and done execution, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do that. Next is objective confidence. Anchor your daily plan, bias, and execution with market volume profile, right? Like I said before, I start trading for the day. I come to the charts, 1 hour before market open, and I'm marking out my volume profile levels. And this gives me a clear, okay, hey, if we open up and we reject this volume profile level, I will be looking for shorts. Or hey, if we open up and we're staying above this volume profile level, I'm looking for longs. It's a great way to anchor your daily plan, anchor your daily bias, guys. I'm someone who doesn't need the best high time frame bias. What are we doing on the monthly? What are we doing on the weekly? For the most part, guys, that does not matter to me. I am a scalper day trader. Sometimes I'm in for 5 to 30 minutes for my trades typically. So with the daily profile, daily volume profile, you can anchor your daily plan, get a clear daily bias, and this is gonna help you execute trades. This is gonna help you take higher quality setups with confidence. Next is quality over quantity, kind of what I already explained with the first point, just filtering down to 3 to 5 high confluence setups per week. Now these are with the playbooks I'm going to show you revolving around volume profile. You can typically catch 3 to 5 high quality setups per week. But when it comes to red folder news days, when we have CPI, FOMC, NFP, the big red folder news days that y'all know about, sometimes these come in at 8:30, sometimes these come in at 10 a.m. I have learned to switch playbooks and not trade the volume profile on these specific days, which is for another video. But whenever, for the most part, we have no red folder news, this is what I love to trade. This is my bread and butter. But when it comes to red folder news, these are days where we have to adapt and we have to change our setup and look for different types of strategies and different types of setups. This is why I'm saying 3 to 5 high confluence setups. Even if you only want to adapt the volume profile strategies and playbooks that I'm going over in these series, you can still pass your evaluations. You can still get payouts because you're capturing, like I said, those 3 to 5 high quality setups that have 85-90% win rate. Drawdown protection, this is just helping you avoid low quality setups, stupid trades, unnecessary losses, whether we're chopping or whether we see something with the volume profile levels that's just a major red flag, and that just causes us to just sit out, wait another 30 minutes, or just not check a trade that day. Like I said, guys, quality over quantity. If you're winning 4 to 5 times out of the week, you're gonna be successful, right? So just avoiding unnecessary losses, protecting your drawdown, not making sure you're not blowing accounts left and right, and you can actually get payouts. Now, what must you have for this series? First of all, core knowledge, basics of liquidity, fair value gaps, market sessions, market structure, right? Price action structure, just the basics, guys. I'm not gonna be going over the basics in this video or in my bootcamp, but there's a lot of traders out there, a lot of ICT traders, and a lot of traders in general. Make sure, guys, if you're learning the core basics from someone, it is not a Forex trader, it is not an FX trader, it is not someone who's just showing Lambos, who's selling you the dream of trading, guys. You will know if you find a real trader, and there is real traders out there that trade prop firms, that trade futures. Just try to find a quality mentor, a quality someone to teach you on YouTube for free. There's a lot of free boot camps out there on YouTube, guys. But like I said, do not follow anyone who trades Forex, FX, or who just sells you the dream. You can learn the core knowledge from trusted futures traders. But if you already know the core knowledge, I'm gonna make sure you know it even more and brush you up and give you a better understanding of everything and how I use it on a day-to-day basis. Next, the trading view equipped with the SVP HD indicator. This is the session volume profile indicator that I use when I'm using TradingView. Now, I use ExoCharts. So ExoCharts is an order flow software. It's about $85 per month. And this is separate from TradingView, right? So for the most part, I actually don't use the TradingView indicator because ExoCharts gives you the precise tick data. It gives you the most high quality, accurate levels that institutions are using. So I use ExoCharts to get my levels, which I will show y'all guys in this series. But I'm gonna show you guys how to actually use TradingView to get the levels, because it's really like a 95%, comparison. It's really not gonna be that different, and maybe by a few dollars, maybe by a few points, but like I love to use ExoCharts. It keeps it clean. I just know that ExoCharts is my volume profile workspace. I can keep my TradingView looking clean, and I have my ExoCharts on the other screen. That is just my volume profile application. But like I said, guys, you do not need to have ExoCharts. I'm gonna show you exactly how to use it with TradingView. And lastly, guys, to wrap up this video, here is the indicator settings. go ahead and screenshot these. I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar to the default. All I did was make the value area high, value area low, and point of control really stand out. That's gonna pretty much wrap up this first video. Just a quick introduction. The next video is gonna be going over context, bias, and also just the definitions and the basics, the bare basics of the volume profile. Nothing overcomplicated, something you can easily pick up. So that's gonna be on the next video. Without further ado, follow me on Instagram at Melch Trades, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all guys on the next one.